Okay, so this guy, he's just looking for a fight. We came in here not to fight him, even though we killed everybody outside, but that's beside the point, because they were going to kill us no matter what. So he's the boss. Machine ate lots of... Yeah, like I said, I never really had that problem. Like I said, I must have been lucky. Don't step in the pit.
Hi?
Put your little mirror image stuff on. Let's bless these guys. She's got some stuff ready to go. Who should she charm? The ringleader. Actually, no, not that one. Puppet Master worked though. Too far away from other fireballs and stuff.
Uh-huh. I'm ready.
Smash that guy. Now we can use a fireball.
What?
Dazzle, dazzle. Oh, he can't target the ring here with the circle. It's kind of goofy, but whatever. So there.
Lead the way. I'm ready.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Dum-dum. Doom-doom-doom. It's over. Kim was granted Sever the Soul. It's not going to do for you.
Hey there.
Sever the Soul. Is that one of these special things that we get? Junk. More junk.
Sure.
Steadfast. Soulbound one-handed sword. Cell key. So one-handed sword. Priest, paladin, ranger, druid, barbarian, rogue. So basically everybody gets to use this one. Damn, exceptional, blah, blah, blah. Will and resolve. It's a single-edged backsword with a curved guard with a wire trap grip. Though not especially fancy, the crafter skill is readily apparent to any who hold the weapon in their hands. Give it to Gimpy to play around with. He doesn't have any. For some reason, we don't have a whole lot of soulbound daggers and stuff, for whatever reason. It's not fair. Anyway, Gimpy. It's a unique rapier and the fang. Dagger thingy. Stiletto. Dark and refined. Damage is the same right now. Accuracy. Better accuracy. Damage is going to be... Well, it's damage, as you can see right there. But damage against stunned, flanked, and that kind of fun things. Attack speed. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat that. The Fang here. The Fang is actually really good, I think, too. Touch of Rot, not a critical hit, once per encounter. Oh, I didn't use this. I didn't use the Forge on this. Yeah, Sworder isn't really going to be a good thing for Gimpy. Need to use the two-handed swords. Nobody else is using that stuff, so yeah. Throw it in storage. Yeah, we'll hold on to it, but we'll eventually throw it in storage, I'm sure. Okay, free the people out of the pit. So, oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you hurt? Just let everyone know you're happy, know you're alive, and we'll be even. Yeah, you're lucky I was in the area. What happened? Are you hurt? No, a little bruised, perhaps. The cold was the worst part. Abaddon bless you, your blade. I thought that madman would kill us all. The commander wasn't the problem, says the gruff delegate. One of the delegates points at an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. Which one? That one? We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. Oh, good move. You know how superstitious the Riyadh Sarens are. The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. The woman in question is dressed in an unassuming robe. She bears the accusation silently, her eyes closed as if in prayer. Can you explain yourself? Good work. You kept off balance and distracted. Care to explain yourself? With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong towards a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. Well then. Well, that makes no sense. Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul's essence coils in thin wisps about her body. It only grows brighter as her corpse stills. The remaining delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. Manea kneels by the dying woman and inspects her robes. She examines a crescent medallion hanging from the woman's neck. What just happened? Damn it, now we'll never get an answer out of her. Why is the one book purple? Because it's still hidden. We haven't touched it yet. Why? Did she die by stabbing her toes on knives? Yes, that's what she did. Read the woman's soul. Reach out and brace against a sudden flare of pain and fear. Digging after less recent events, there is a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction, and duty fulfilled, and you follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, as whole and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. They blur, and you are standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed fish face. You recognize him as Kato, the high abbot. He beckons you forward. Examine. You are in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange, curling symbols. You recognize them as symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. The memory blurs when you fight When your sight is clear, you are standing in front of Kaoto, and he is smiling gently down at you.
Drive the raid Sarens from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Iris in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favorite in her keeping.
Psychos. The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death and then into your own skin. But traces of her memory join yours. You know the path to the abbey to which she was to return, buried in the mountains to the north. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? Eyeless, they're a figure of speech from when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless took it from me. Yes, but there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points and they come out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something up and goes missing or gets destroyed with no one there to see it, we're supposed to thank Andra for that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know a Kaota? Whatever. Oh yes, he came through this town some time back, stopped by at the Temple of Stalwart. This was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. That's a fish face, tall fellow, very polite, considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear that we haven't been the best judges of character recently. Do any of you know what a Tidebringer is? Tidebringer, that's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Andra, I think. It's a person, a title, I mean. Tends to be used in the more devout circles. What about the Eyeless? Have you heard of them? That's a figure of speech. We already did that one. So there's a story to it. Stuff. We already did this. Why isn't that graying out? Do you know anything about the Abbey to the north? I've heard of stories or something like that in Andrite Stronghold. Not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Venea's eyes widen. That sounds like the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Is that where she came from? Delegate points to the dead woman. Yes, and it's where I will find a reliquary so I can call off the army. What? Another one? Gods, it feels like everyone on Eora is after the battery now. Why would these Andrites want the Riad Sarens out? Want them out? I doubt it's for Stalwart's benefit. Competition, maybe? Better go ask them. Looks like I did their work for them. If you do mean to go after this abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north and getting scared off or even killed by strange guards. That's the place, all right. They're a secretive bunch. I suppose you could always try to sneak in. I doubt you'll be welcome otherwise. It sounds like this Tidebringer would be welcome, I mean. Maybe we can convince them that I'm the one they've been waiting for. I hope so. I imagine the Abbey is heavily guarded. A sudden deafening crash from outside makes the delegate jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows. You hear the further sounds of smashing timbers, panic, screaming. What screaming? We killed everybody out there. Oh no, what's happening? I thought you took care of the soldiers. Stay put. I'll take care of it. Shrug and walk away. I did. This is something else. Stay put. Yes, well, we'll wait here inside. Hey, somebody leveled up. I got loot to collect still. Look, it's a book. The Moons of Eora. So much reading. Oceans. Ooh, camping supplies. Sure, rust. I mean, could, but we don't really need to. You're not a dagger. So, Glenfathan address went. Ooh, good necklace. 2 lore, 3 perception, 1 resolve, 1 dexterity. Who wants to wear that? Paladin, 2 intellect. It's not for the paladin. B, what about you? Escape 1 per encounter, plus 2 incoming grazes, turn to misses. Yeah, that's too good for him. That's not going to really help him, right? He's up. I wish it would tell you what other items you had that already have these stats. I know the game's not being developed anymore. We call Agony 1 per rest, Overwhelming Wave when hit by a critical hit. Out of conversation, the scripted interaction lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. He's already up high enough for that. See, unfortunately, this stuff isn't. There's no damage reapplied over. Oh, get that too. Gotta remember to keep using that more often. So not you. About you. The Shimmering Cloak. 10 deflection against ranged attacks. Grants mirrored image. 3 per rest. That these aren't good enough values to really do anything for us. Anyway, we'll have to do some comparison there. Let's see. So, perception, resolve, and dexterity all 1, and lore 2, which isn't that big of a deal. So, perception, resolve, and dexterity. Oh, he doesn't have anything on his head. So, no stats there. Overseeing, so it's area. Oh, he doesn't have any boots on either. We gotta change that. This is range deflection. Looking for stats. Spell damage multiplier. There's his resolve and constitution. Clarity is passive. Defense, oh, yeah, he's got plus 20 defense against all this stuff. So unfortunately, this necklace isn't very useful to us, unfortunately. The stats just aren't high enough to make a difference. So, but you need a hat. If we have one, I don't think we do. And need some boots. So, hats. Executioner said, oh, we just did pick this up not too long ago. Plus 20 endurance per kill, plus 5 melee accuracy for 5 seconds when missed by an attack. Grants intimidating presence passive. Caster. How does that work if it's a passive thing? Oh, we're going to give you that. Because it's more fitting for you. Okay, back to Mr. Angry. Looks good on cloaks. Looking for a hat and shoes. A good wilderness hat. Constitution Survival 2. Or Stealth and Perception. I'll give you the Constitution stuff so you get healthier. And then shoes. Nature Strike, this is to get out of trouble, right? Gotta get hit for it to work, though. Other shoes. We don't have a lot of good shoes. Sneak attack bonus. Sturdy. Reflex bonus? 2 reflex. This current reflex. There's will. Oh, his reflex is horrible. It's -2 dexterity, -2 perception. What's going on there? Is he hurt? So it's just...
What?
It's because the stats suck? Is that... Oh, yeah, his stats suck. Why are they so bad? Why is the stats so bad? He's not dodging anything. So what's this do? So Nature Strike. This is just if you get crit, you get to run away fast. Increase critical damage, so... Oh, that's a belt, though. It's not shoes. Never mind. Sturdy shoes? I think we're going to keep these reflex bonuses just because it cancels out some of the stuff that's on him already. Because he's taken a -2 from dexterity and perception on reflex already, and this gets... Helps a little bit, but not enough. Because again, uncoordinated little bastard. Oh, he's not a dwarf, though. Just reminds me of a dwarf. He should be a dwarf. Okay.
If it makes you rest easier.
Thunder outside. Scroll the twin scroll stuff. Look, we have some already. Oh, she's got to level up too. Okay, so what we're going to do is level her up, and then we're going to camp real quick, get everybody nice and healthy, and go outside and see what the thunder's about. Executioner's Hood. Okay. So 6 points, but nothing really to survive on because we want athletics or survival. Everything else kind of bleh. So. So passive. Definitely strict discipline of a fighter. The character is able to pace themselves in combat, steadily regaining endurance over time. So it's just passive. Maybe? Melee attack speed, but deep or bypass damage resistance, interrupting blows. So undead or spirits for extra damage. We did utility. You a fast runner? Field triage. Or wound binding. That's herself. For the group. Hmm. Let's do the group healing. Unless there's something better. Of course there's something better. I don't know. Beast Slayer, damage against Beast, Primal Bane, Primordial Spirit, Vessel, Wilders. No Kith, huh? Oh, the will stuff. Mental Fortress, plus 10 defense against Charm, Terrified, Frightened, Dominated, and Confused attacks. Should probably get that. Okay, so rest time. Why didn't that let me rest? Camping's not allowed in this area. You suck. So how am I supposed to collect that? Anyway, come back in to collect that stuff. Hey, what's going on at our castle? Payday. Lost stuff to bandits, but we still collected stuff. Made money. What the hell are these things? They're vessels. Very large vessels. Only 2 of them? You know there's gonna be more. Perhaps they haven't seen us yet.
Perhaps they haven't.
Except that they have.
Haven't seen us yet. Aye?
Fireball? I just hit this one, the full fireball there. Help us do more damage. Frightening and confusing them. They can't be frightened and confused, it looks like. Just can't. Oh no, they can't be confused. So that means that spell's not going to work. Can be charmed? Can't be charmed, so. Blast them with Mind Blades.
Hi, Rocket. Hi, Rockets. Oh, I know.
Rocket says hello.
Rocket says rar like this.
Yeah, close enough. Poor Rocket. Okay.
Uh-huh. I'm ready.
Let's beat up on that thing.
I'm here.
Or better blow that thing.
Hey there.
That sounded bad, didn't it? Blinded? Oh, death ray there. Holy shit.
Aye?
Um, these beams switch by all directions, causing corrode damage to enemies. It touches and potentially destroying those with low endurance. It's pretty healthy, so it's not going to work that way. Oh, the spirit lance. Let's note the death ray. Yeah, he just killed her with that freaking laser eyeball thing. This is gonna go great.
Beyond seek!
That's right, she comes back up because of the item she's wearing. A sword. As mine average of the deity. Not dead yet. Not going well over there. There's the fire. There's the fire.
The Faru beyond.
They both.
Okay, Aleph was standing way too close. He'll be fine. Except for the crits. Holy crap.
This one repel.
Grieving Mother. For us. Not much at the moment. Aleph is down. He's still up though. You can bring Aleph back. Revive him, please.
Hey there.
I'm ready.
Trying to smite that thing or whatever
I'm
she
here.
does. Barbaric Yell. Terrifying, frightening. They can't be frightened though, can they? Blind Charm, Confused, Disease, Dominates. Doesn't say anything about fear. It's terrifying, so that one. And Gippy's down.
I'm ready.
Yeah, bring Gimpy back, please.
How may I help?
He's back. But he's gonna get smacked. Where's that spell? That one. This one. It's not gonna save him.
My mind feels.
Barely injured. But he's terrified, so he's running away.
How may I help?
Blast him, blast him, blast him.
What?
What's this one? Soon's Cleansing Flame. Second, Mrs. Gimpy's calling. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, who needs to die? Or not
Yes.
die? And how are they against lightning? They are... They have any resistance against lightning? So you're getting that one done.
What?
When judgment inflicting crush damage and knock down on enemies and the area effect. Let's try that on you.
Lava beyond seas.
Okay, so that one's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Yeah?
Okay, so Shadow Step does some teleport battlefield for a few moments, returning starting point when the effect has ended.
I'm ready.
Much here. It's technically not undead, right? Or are they? I don't know. They unleash their wave of spiritual energy similar to holy radiance. It's only vessels. It burns them. These are vessels. So burn them.
What?
You can do that too, you know. Oh, when did we use it? He must have used it already. That's fine. Try this again on you.
This one repels me.
The Faru beyond seek.
Alex just got kicked. He'll be fine.
This one repels my touch.
That wasn't horrible, but it was kind of brutal. As the last magnifold falls, a tide of essence sweeps through the ether. It washes over you, and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. They must be the eyeless. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanked and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with the tang of metal and the musk of sweat. The cavern is in which you stand. It looks like a cavern anyway. It glows with a dim ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in the echoing rumble, you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream, the harbinger of a terrible army. You begin to wonder how many eyeless are crowded around you. You suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back this chamber goes or where it is. Ahead, you see a glint of light. It might be an exit. Already, however, the vision is starting to fade. Explore further into the chamber. Investigate the light. You push past the lumbering eyeless and cling to the wilting shreds of the vision. The light up ahead is blinding after the dark of the cave. You rush toward it as You rush toward it even as it fades into a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap and feel a spray of moisture sting your cheeks. The vision ends, returning you to the frozen and blood-churned mud of the fort.
You don't mess around when you make enemies, do you?
I felt their suffering, Watcher. Theirs is the agony of a lost child.
Gone army. More junk. Oh, yeah, that was leftovers that we did before. Yeah, so. Okay, now we get... Oh, somebody wants to talk to me.
I guess we should be flattered that someone sent those things after us. But I would have preferred a card.
She wipes a slick of gore from her neck, sniffs at her blood-streaked hand, and shrugs.
I'd heard rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor. Though I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
Me too. Non-committed. That's why they didn't.
Ah, you wound me.
She places her hand over her heart.
So this is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
That's why we're going to the Abbey, to stop them.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. Still, I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
None of mine? I thought you'd be happy. You've been looking for the Abbey for a long time. Don't worry, we'll find the salt well, too.
I know, it's just...
She grumbles with exasperation. There we go.
Well, knowing that I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory, it feels like it's crowding my head that much more.
She paces and locks her fingers into her hair.
It's been with me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
She throws her hands up. And? Sounds like an unhealthy relationship. Perhaps you need to get it off your shoulders. Just be easier if you just told me what you remember. She stops pacing and sighs.
You're right.
Take your time.
It was a war. Centuries ago, before Adiran unification.
She folds her hands in front of herself.
I was a soldier then. Led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kalklan villages. Brutal work.
What war?
This was 500 years ago, when Adir was a folk kingdom on one side and elven country on the other. They fought on and off before they joined. Now the folk and elven rulers marry to keep the peace. Right, the campaign. Lost a third of my forces to the forest, and another third to the elven scouts hiding in it.
By
the time we reached the first village, we'd crushed their defenses, and they'd bled us.
She shakes her head.
Wasn't much more than children and the elderly left. But they spit on us when we marched into town.
Scowl twists her face, her eyes are cold.
The village elders surrendered, and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us.
Now she closes her eyes.
They barely got a flame going, but that wasn't the point.
What was it? They betrayed you after surrendering. Seems serious to me. You had to make an example of them. They betrayed you.
And would that I'd had your principles.
She swallows.
In their defiance, I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region. I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages.
Her hands shake as she raises them to cover her face.
So I nailed every last one of them to the trees around the town and left them there to die.
Wow. Okay, what happened then? You killed those villagers to prevent more fighting. You've been a mercenary pirate in this life. Is it really so different? That's terrible. That wasn't you. You have no reason to hold on to a memory from 500 years ago. Get rid of this soon. That wasn't you.
So I've tried to tell myself. Anyway, we should get going.
She shoulders her pack, and you catch a glimpse of something unusual in it. A thick roll of cloth bound by leather. What's that?
Something I've been saving for better days.
She tucks it away. War crimes for all the family, apparently. Okay, now we camp outside, then go back inside and grab those stuff. I'll watch as more of them here wait for us.
Sure.
Okay, now we get to go outside and go find that Abbey, right? Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Or should I go to the Battery? Let's go to the Abbey. Only takes 15 hours. No rush.
Yeah?
What? It's an interesting name. A dwarf clothed in but a few straps of fur puffs up his bare chest with but a few scraps of fur. Puffs up his bare chest with every drag from his pipe. There we go. Come a long way to get some air, have you? What are you doing here? Enjoying the fine weather, just a bit longer. He smiles, letting a cloud of smoke and frosted breath escape from through his teeth. My mistress had business with the Andrites, and I will be off soon as she's done at the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. They don't want any outsiders meandering about. She already put some kind of hex on me, says I won't even remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. She says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse, opposite of most of my mornings. So that has a certain appeal. Tell me about your mistress. Which one? He lets out a chuckle and slaps his chest. A reddening print spooms on his skin. Wish she were the fun kind. She's a gift bearer. Paid me well to guard her on the journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. How are you now? He pulls the pipe away from his clenched teeth and points the long stem to the path ahead. Far as I know, straight this way. Middle path on the right, with the ruined arch. If they let you in, of course. Andrites are none too friendly, but to their own. My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards there, then headed down. He bites down on the pipe with a sour expression. They got eyes on the other paths, cast me dirty looks as from afar when they pass this way, grunts. As if I'd stand here in plain view if I had some grand design of sneaking into their blazing church. And what's an abbey got that's worth hiding anyway? Monks? He grunts again and shakes his head and mutters something about it if he were younger. Do you know of any other ways into the abbey? No, but it's an abbey, not a fortress. You can bet it's got holes like any fat old monster. Supply passages, escape routes. He shrugs as if it was a matter of course. I'd be lying if I said I'd never explored one uninvited when I was too young to know better, help myself to its relics. Let's just say, if a certain war goddess has her way, I'll be living my next life as a dung-roll bug. Why are you helping me? He shrugs. You gotta look about you. Look like you need it. And maybe there's something I don't like about this place, like it's hiding something. In my younger days, I'd be going in there. Farewell. Doubt we'll meet again. Any luck? My mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll see what I can find.
It's a decent-sized map.
Sure.
We'll see if they'll let us in. I doubt it. Hey, Soul, welcome back. Happy Tuesday.
Hard to imagine a whole sect living out here. But I guess that's the point.
This looks safe. Hold, who's there? Kodo is waiting for me. I am the Tidebringer. Guard's eyes narrow. How can I be sure? You don't get any visitors, do you? Who else would choose to come out here but the Tidebringer? The guard relaxes and appears relieved. Forgive my caution. We were told to expect you. The High Abbot awaits you inside. That was easy. Telling all the nice little lies. Protruding from the side of the cliff, what appears to be a massive hip bone lies encrusted in a prison of rock and ice. Sure, this isn't stealing. Apparently, it's not stealing. Thank you. Thank you
You are
for
welcome.
Thank you for
How till
Now,
donation.
new Saman
please
was
stop
upon
talking
us.
to me.
The Tidebringer.
It is kind of
It's
creepy.
been so long. My soul is ready, brother.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break.
So soon?
Go check on the dogs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Okay, so I'm going to take a break before we start wandering around in here. Need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go comfort Rocket for a little bit. Mrs. Gimpy's supposed to be home soon, but soon is different definition she has than I do. So anyway, be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.